Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm low-key really excited for this video for two reasons. One, it's snowing outside, so I finally feel like I can just chill in the house, sit down, talk to you guys, and be helpful. So yeah, the second reason is that I've been wanting to do this video for so long, like at least 3 months, I want to say. I've been consistently thinking about doing this video where I can help people that might be new to fashion, just getting into it, want to get into it, but maybe you just don't have the experience yet and you're looking up these opportunities and you're not sure how to get them, but you want to get them. So I wanted to make this video because I was able to do that. I have no experience in fashion prior to my studies here. Maybe I have, I want to say, a year worth of studying experience, but I don't have any real world work experience in fashion. When I was looking for internships and jobs, I found it quite challenging because a lot of times they want you to know things that I had no idea what it was. And I can assume that you're probably in a similar situation, I don't know, but that's why I'm here. So if you are looking for help with making a CV, getting an internship, getting a job, but you don't have any experience in fashion, then this is the video for you. So there's three main things that I want to cover in this video, and the first of them is going to be use what you have. This is probably the most important thing because I think a lot of times people, when they want to go into an industry that they have little experience in, they think, oh, I don't know enough, I don't have the skills yet, I haven't done anything, you know, how am I supposed to get this opportunity? So the first thing is, one, be confident in yourself, and two, use what you have. I'm sure you have done something, some type of experience, whether it was volunteering. I'm sure you use social media right now, so that's already something. If you're studying, that's great. You're constantly gaining experience. You just have to view it differently now. And yeah, maybe you've worked in another industry, but you don't know how to apply those skills to move into the fashion industry. So I'll give you a personal example. Before I moved to London, I did an internship for like an art gallery. Essentially, I was like PR and social media intern, and it was all centered around arts and culture. So it wasn't directly related to fashion, but you could see the similarities. I took a note of that and I applied those skills into my CV, which I will show you in just a couple of minutes. Just be patient. Yeah, I took those skills from what I learned from my internship in PR and social media, and I flipped them to apply to what I could provide for the job. That is one of the main things that I can definitely mention is if you have social media experience, I promise you can use it, and the chances of you getting an internship in fashion will be much higher, especially because you're working for free, for one, and for two, small brands need people to grow their brand. Okay, so now that I've kind of given you a little bit of a backstory and the number one tip that I have, which is use what you have, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer over to my laptop now, and we're gonna kind of go over some important things that I have on my CV and where I pulled that information from and how I actually display it on my CV to be more visually pleasing. I've got my ancient MacBook with me now. My MacBook's very old, guys. I have no shame. This thing has held me down since 2011, okay? It's still holding it down. There are a few important parts to a CV. The way that I have mine set up is the way that I've learned how to make a CV, but there are plenty of resources online, or if you're in uni, you can go to like your employability department and they will help you craft a CV. But some things that I find are very important, specifically when you're applying for a creative industry or the fashion industry, is overall, is it visually pleasing to look at and easy to read? So looking at my CV, I personally like to lay it out in block format. I find that that's a lot easier. I like to separate the sections and I like to be very clear with what is going on with my CV. So I start with a professional profile. This is maybe 4 to 5 sentences that sum up who you are professionally. So you don't need to put things like, I have a dog named Peter or something like that. No, that's not important. The most important thing is talking about your work and professional experience. Most of my experience is in retail. I start with discussing the fact that I have a sales background. I tell them how long I've been working in retail sales, and I then go into the next most important thing, which is that I am a fashion textiles and design student. So that shows that not only do I have a sales background, a retail background, but it shows where I am trying to push my CV in, like the direction that I'm trying to move it in. So yeah, I start by saying I'm a fashion textiles design student and I have a desire to gain more experience. That is a major key, okay? That is a major key. Put that you want to learn, okay? You're obviously not a professional. You haven't been in the game for 10 years. You don't really know that much. So you need to show them that you are a person that desires growth and learning. So I just put a few other skills there. These are very general skills, guys. I'm not even gonna lie, okay? These are skills that you can go on Google and say, what kind of skills does this job want? And boom, they'll tell you. And I basically just reword it to sound much more professional, much more elegant, you know. So yeah, I listed out all of my education. And now this is a major section where you see this here, coursework includes. If you have no formal education in fashion, then I wouldn't recommend doing this section. But if you are a student that's studying fashion, this is so valuable. Put coursework includes, because this is a way that you're going to include your experience and your knowledge and your skills that are developing. So maybe they're not completely there, but the business can see that this person has already learned some things that they can further develop in their internship. So I put my coursework includes, and then I listed out some of the important things that are included that fashion students learn. So you know, these are things that I've learned: CAD, researching, development of designs and concept. I also learned textile techniques, and I also learned how to forecast trends. So I put that there, and that a lot of times I think has stood out to the people that have contacted me, because it shows that I am learning things and I can develop those things. Ooh, I'm talking a lot. Where's my coffee? The next part of my CV is my work experience. I believe that this is not that relevant. That's why I do put it further down. And I just list it out very simple. But you can choose to list it however you like. If you still like traditional bullet points, that is completely okay. Just this is my preference, and this is how I like to list out my work experience. Moving on to the last but definitely not least section, skills. This is one of my favorite sections, and I think that it's because it's a very clean and simple way for, you know, the person that will be reading this to see the specific skills that you've gained. Basically, you want to make it easy for them, right? I list out skills: technical, artistic, computer skills, social media skills, and personal skills. My technical skills, I talk about sewing, my textiles, my knitting. Artistic skills, I talk about drawing, what mediums I can work in. Computer skills, I talk about the fact that I'm mostly Mac specific, and then I also talk about my social media experience. And then personal experience, or personal skills, which is like multitasking, eye for detail, and I have a keen interest in learning. So I always put that. So that is quite possibly the most simple format of a CV for getting an internship. Okay, so now that we've gone over my CV, specifically a CV for someone that has a little bit of experience and is studying fashion, I want to now target how you can make a CV if you don't have the experience, but where do you get the idea of what this company might be looking for? This is a huge tip that I use. You can use it if you don't have any experience at all in fashion. First thing, we're gonna get back on the Mac Daddy. We're going to go to a website that I like to use. Now this is tailored mostly for people that are in the UK or the EU, but if you are watching this from the USA, you can also access this website and still see what I'm talking about. But the jobs that are listed on this website won't necessarily be applicable to you because they are here in the UK. So the website is called fashionworky.com. If you are in fashion in London in any way, I'm sure that you've heard of this website, but this is so unbelievably valuable. I cannot say it enough. It is valuable, okay? This is where I get an idea of what to put on my CV and also how to find out what jobs in fashion are looking for. Here you can see they have it listed out: all positions, retail jobs, studio, internships, etc., etc. And then they have it broken down even further into different types of fashion jobs. So let's just say, for example, I want to get an internship or placement, right? And let's say that I want to work for one of these companies here. So what you can do is you can click on a company right? And they will give you all the details about the company, not about the company, but about the position, how long it'll be, what the hours could be like, what the pay will be like, etc., etc. And then it'll go down to give you like a full description. So this is where we want to focus, is where it tells you what will you be doing and a profile, or like the ideal candidate. You're looking for something like that. So you can see here that this position is actually very targeted to students. Specifically fashion communication or fashion marketing students, but that's okay. So if you don't have that experience, you can see what they're looking for. They're looking for English skills, presentation skills, communication skills, social media skills, availability, and maybe a knowledge of Excel. I can tell you now, you don't have to study fashion to have these skills. Most people that are probably going about their daily lives, working other jobs, have these skills. So all you have to do is present your CV in a way that shows that you are maybe a retail professional, or you are, I don't know, a leasing professional, an operations professional. I don't know, let's say it's any industry with a desire to gain more experience in the fashion industry. You would just list out like you have English skills, you have presentation skills, you have communication skills, you have social media skills. That's all you have to do. And so this will show that you are still a candidate that's willing to learn, right? And you also have the necessary skills to do the job. Boom. Boom. That's it. It's really, it sounds so simple, but it really is that simple. Like, you just have to take your CV and make it into something that they want to see. It doesn't matter if you really are a fashion extraordinaire. You don't have to have the experience. Just take what you have and use it and make something of it. Because as soon as you get in, as soon as you get that first position, now you have the experience. As soon as you get that position, now you're listing out, I have fashion experience. Now I'm a fashion student. Now I am an aspirational fashion designer looking to gain more experience. Now you become this version instead of what you were before. And so that is just, that's the key, guys. That is the key. I just want to share one last thing before we sign off. So first things first, if I missed anything over this video, let me know. You can definitely reach out to me here on YouTube or on my social media. My Instagram is at c.nicole, and you can reach out, send me a DM, ask me questions, and I will be happy to help you. Like maybe there's just something I didn't go over or something I wasn't that clear about. Let me know, hit me up. But I do want to share one last piece of advice, and it's about the confidence thing. So personally speaking, I'm not the most confident person in the world, but I do have a strong belief that I can do something. When it comes to like what I believe I can do, 80% of the time, I'm like, I can do this. I just have to change my mindset about it. So if I know I can do something, I just have to change an aspect of myself. I'm not afraid to do it. I know that I can change myself if I need to. It just takes time and little steps to get to that point. Even though that sounds like a lot, what I'm basically trying to say is believe in yourself and like be confident that you can do this. It may seem like it's so far out of reach, or you just don't have the experience, you just don't have the knowledge, you just don't have the ability. Okay, take that into consideration. Say, but this is what I want to do. And just reshape how you view it, reshape how you see it. And this is what will help you to get to there. So I use this as an example for my CV because I'm a person with no experience in fashion, okay? Zero. And like here I am in another country trying to figure it out, trying to get it and like get it, you know? So I'm just saying that you can do it too. I 100% believe that you can do it too. Look for the opportunities and go after them, okay? I really hope this helped you guys. If you have questions, like I said, hit me up on my social media. Drop it in the comments. Let me know if you like this type of video and let me know what else you want help with. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I really, truly hope this helped. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.